Well, I'm Ghillie Basan, and I'm from Scotland, and I'm basically a writer and broadcaster, but I'm here today to represent Scottish food tourism. Well, I mean, it's what everybody's food tourism is about just now. It's about providing an experience and authenticity and conviviality, all of those things. But I specialize in pairing food with whiskey, and I specialize in spices, so this is quite opportune. But the reason that I write books is all to do with the fact that I've always lived and worked abroad, and I write about different culinary cultures. So that's actually what I specialize in, writing about the foods of different parts of the world. So Scottish tourism now is about trying to hold on to some of our produce and actually present it in different ways. I mean, not necessarily in the traditional Scottish way, that might be a bit limited, but using flavors from other cultures, or using other products like, foraged ingredients and seaweeds and all the things that people are talking about today at the terroir. But it's holding on to our produce. And then of course we have the whiskey, and that's part of life. But I think the elementary sort of Scottish food is what you probably already know, things like salmon and haggis and lamb and all of those kind of things. But now we have a lot of innovative chefs inspired by different cultures. So all of our seafood is being presented in different ways. Lots of people are into fish farming and smoking different types of fish. Halibut is a big new product on the market. And then, of course, different things with lamb and cheeses. And it's kind of getting a whole new revival. In the past, all my books have been about trying to help people understand other cultures. But I'm now being approached to write about my lifestyle. And I think it's because I'm a bit old in the tooth and maybe I've got a story to tell. And so people are coming to me to hear about my story. And then the fact that I'm getting recognition in Scotland pairing spices with whiskey. And it's looking at whiskey in a different way, looking at it as a drink to actually enjoy with food, like you enjoy wine with food. And the great thing about whiskey is that it holds its own. If you drink wine with spices, it often kills the wine. I mean, there are some white wines that work, but if you have a gorgeous red and then you have something like Tabasco, you're going to kill it. You're just going to be left with sort of bitter tannins in your mouth or a watery kind of texture. Whiskey works. As long as you work out the spices within the whiskey, the flavors, and you work your food according to that, just constantly roasting spices, making spice mixes, and working within the flavor spectrums of spices, then you can create beautiful food to match with whiskey.